folks all died, and my young daughter too, in the year of 1845. The blight took our crops, and we'd eaten our seed, and we didn't know how we'd survive. So we traded our home and all that we owned for a berth on a leaky old ship, heading for a new life in the great southern land, if we just could survive on the trip. Just a leaky old ship between us and disaster, but we had a brave crew and a resolute master. We battled disease and the storms on the seas. Some made it and some of us died. And the people there welcomed us to the new land, and we worked with our hearts and we worked with our hands, and we built a new nation so the new generation looks back on our efforts with pride. Looks back on our efforts with pride. 100 years later, the heroes returned, but the whole world was lying in flames, and they realized the truth, that they'd squandered their youth as pawns in a terrible game. And my father looked around at the world that he found, but a future he just couldn't see. So he got us a trip on a leaky old ship, and we trusted our lives to the sea. Just a leaky old ship between us and disaster, but we had a brave crew and a resolute master. We battled disease and the storms of the seas. Some made it and some of us died. And the people there welcomed us to the new land, and we worked with our hearts and we worked with our hands, building the nation so the new generation looks back on our efforts with pride. Looks back on our efforts with pride. First came the soldiers, then came the rebels, then the soldiers, they came back again. But when the next time the rebels returned, they took away all the young men. As we crawled from our hiding place, clutching our children, we knew that we had to get out. So we traded our home and all that we owned for a berth on a leaky old boat. Just a leaky old ship between us and disaster, with cutthroats for crew and a desperate master, with pirates, disease and the storms of the seas. Some made it, but so many died. But the people there drove us away in their fright, and they treated us like we were thieves in the night, and they let children drown in the ships that went down, and they turned their deaf ears when we cried. They turned their deaf ears when we cried. The earth is a ship, and we all are the passengers, trying to sail around the sun. But I can't help from thinking we'll all soon be sinking when I look at the things that we've done. For we've plundered the seas and we've cut down the trees, We've polluted the water and air, and we've poisoned our soil, and we've murdered for oil, and it seems there's not many who care. Just a leaky old ship between us and disaster, with a dollar-blind crew and an idiot master, creating disease and storms on the seas, and maybe we're all gonna die. So we'd better start working to keep her afloat, because like it or not, we're all in the same boat, and as far as we know, there's no place else to go, and we won't make it if we don't try. No, we won't make it if we don't try. Or will the new generation look back in frustration? Will they curse us and spit in our eye, when they know that we just didn't try?